So, here we are. A very good morning to you, wherever you are in the world. My friends, COTPS withdrawal, 22nd of November, which is tomorrow. Are we ready to receive our funds? Now, COTPS needs more of the old investors to come forward, join the official groups. As you would know, there are about 50,000 plus investors according to their data, and you are still out there. So, guys, stop being afraid to receive what's rightfully yours. There's no fees, and everything is taken care of for your withdrawals. See, there is no longer if it's going to happen, it's a case of when. This has been scheduled for the 22nd of November, 1900 hours GMT. Now, as far as the timers are concerned, okay, the countdown before the timer is activated, okay, what we've got to understand, okay, the process of funds transfer to each and every investor's wallet, okay, this is still under progress as far as the website is concerned. Okay, you know that the one thing I'm talking about, you will see your funds as you saw it before, it went down. Okay, tons of tedious work going on in the back office on the website, which is obviously offline. Okay, testing, retesting to check for broken links, bugs, securities, SSL certification, hosting, and before COTP's website goes live. Then you've got, propagation. Okay, then you are now looking at a connection to an exchange, which I believe is Binance. Here, COTPS will have the merchant accounts. Okay, you would know from the past. Okay, they had loads of wallets, then they had trailing wallets. Okay, the main wallets and the trailing wallets connected to the main wallets. Okay, we have been told this is going to be TRC20 on the Tron network through Binance. Now, all of this has to be connected, tested to make sure it works. Only then the timer is activated on the website, not before. So now there's a lot of excitement, high blood pressure, you know, way up the Richter scale. And everybody is concerned, they're worried, okay, the emotions are high, you know, it's understandable. I'm sure, the developers are watching, reading, listening to everything that we are saying, and they get it. But, work has to be done before anything goes live. So what I have done is, I decided, okay, let's have a look at what exactly is happening as far as the websites are concerned. So let me just run through a few things. Okay, first things first. This is what you call the uptime monitor for any website. Okay, so I'm looking at COTPS. Okay, the uptime. What is exactly going on? Okay, first things first. Okay, you would see that the status is active. Yeah, very, very crucial. Okay, they've got a server, which is this one here. I believe is an Asian or Chinese server, but I'll cover that in a minute. But let's go through exactly what is going on here. All right. Now you could see I have been monitoring this website for the last, week or so and seeing what's the activity. Is there anything, going on in the back office? And you would see that yesterday they were active for nearly 19 hours. Okay. 19th. Okay. I suppose they had an off day. Okay. Now here, as I scroll down, you would see active, active, active. So what is happening? Okay. What is happening in the back office is that they are putting in a lot of work. Okay, a lot of work to get all the pages set up, everything running. Okay, that's what based on past experience of as far as websites are concerned. So all this active work taking place in the back office. Okay, we are not going to know what is going on, but for sure, looking at what they were talking about the website and what needs doing when it went down. There's a lot of work, mate. I think anybody that knows how to build a website or knows anything about what you have to look for, it's got to be testing, retesting in the back office, and you can't have broken links when this is up, and they want to get it right for all of us. So let's be patient, okay? Going further down, you can see they were not active in July. Sorry, January. I don't know how this one here works, okay, but you can go through yourself, work at the months and the dates. So there you have it. Okay, it is happening. Okay, otherwise no one is going to put all this work in and have all this data, which is of a free, open source to have a look at. Now, website, okay, the server, okay, looking at the server that they're using, okay, you can see that this server is used by the creators themselves, okay, tmail.com, yuku.com, AliExpress, Lazanda, Alibaba Cloud, okay, these are all big companies, and obviously they've been looking at what's the best server for them to get things moving, get started, so that there's no hiccups. So there you have it. You can find out more for yourself. Now let's look at another website, which is the AICOTPS. As you would know, right now this website is not live. Okay, just like COTPS. Okay, it's parked. In other words, whenever they decide that it needs to go live, okay, the chances that they will probably make this their main domain, and COTPS could become the subdomain. We don't know. We don't know what they're going to do. It's down to them. Okay, all we're worried about right now is withdrawal. Okay, and that's what perhaps they're more concerned about than anything else. You can forget as far as the time is concerned. Okay, that will go up when they feel that this is going to happen. 22nd is what they've said, which is tomorrow. In some countries of the world, okay, it could be today, but they said GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, so we have to stick with that. Okay, so I'm only sharing, what I know, and based on what I know, I have a pretty strong feeling that this is going to happen sometime pretty soon. Okay, so so there you have it. Okay, the mother of all arbitrage trading, vacants for withdrawal. Now you've got to understand there is no way they're going to come back and pull our heartstrings, give us all this information, set up all these Telegram, you know, members area for us to go through this and not deliver. We just got to have faith. I think at the end of the day, there is no thing as hoping for this to happen. We've got to have faith that it's going to happen, and we need to really back them up so that they know that we're waiting. I'm sure they know, the developers know that we're waiting. All that is left to do is for us to have faith and be patient, and let's not make create chaos in any of the chat rooms. As you would know, we have the Telegram group. Okay, that's hot on fire. Everybody is excited. We have members that are not sure. We have members that are sure. We have people, that are hoping it's going to happen. We have people that, have faith that's going to happen. So there's a mixture of, everyone with a different mindset. But that's okay. You should, have the opportunity to, feel that way. But for crying out loud, for Christ's sake, just don't have a heart attack at this very moment. It's not going to look good. Okay. Like I said, we do not want queuing up everywhere around the world with but our blood pressure going up. Hey, am I nervous? Of course I'm nervous. I'm only I'm just like you guys, an investor, and so is everybody else in COTPS previously that invested. So the old investors are gathering momentum. They are going to come forward. Most of them are just watching, waiting, and there's a huge amount at stake. So we need to really be patient, and hope is not the word. Okay, we need to have faith. Yeah, so they said, please let us pay you back first before we even consider AICOTPS. Okay, so their promise to process withdrawal for the old investors into OTPS, they gave us that promise. So why would they go back on their words? And if they did go back on their words, then there ain't going to be no AICOTPS. I said it in my previous video. And let's face it. Okay, this is not a small project that they're looking at. Okay, that their dreams are big. Now, when you look at all the investors that are already waiting for withdrawals, can you imagine even if just 50% got involved again, and I'm sure they will, maybe more. I mean, this is all about liquidity and volume. I mean, can you imagine? You're talking about when we saw their one of the websites doing the arbitrage trading of 5 million. Okay, what is 5 million to them? It's peanuts, right? A dip in the ocean. But what if they gathered momentum and everybody got involved because they built that trust? I mean, you're talking about over the next 2 to 5 to 10 years, a company, hopefully, legit. Hopefully, they have their white paper, their mind map, and it's legalized, across the world to generate income as an investment company trading. Then, you know, I see, like perhaps you do, a company that could end up being worth trillions. Yeah. And together, we could achieve great things. But first, withdrawal. And fingers crossed, it should happen tomorrow. So let's, keep the dream alive. Okay, let's not lose faith. Let's keep keeping on. And we wait. We wait for tomorrow and see what happens. We shouldn't panic, like I said, what's the point? You know, Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Hey, they came forward, like I said. The only thing we can do is be patient. And by all means, please, join the groups to find out anything that you can for yourself in terms of, what you need to be doing. Make sure you got your wallet address ready. And like I said, the UK group, you can join the UK group. You don't have to, be in any of the local groups that you are in, whatever country you're in. Feel free. It's entirely up to you. Uh, the other thing that I would say is what we need to do is join this group here, support, and let's keep it civil. Let's keep it, true. Let's be friends. Let's get this thing moving for COTPS so that, we get what they promised. With that said, I wish you all the very best. And hey, who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? But let's keep the faith. All the best. Peace.